What a feeling tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a feeling, what a feeling. Good evening, my people. Good evening, my people. Someone stopped me the other day and they said, Laville, there's a very interesting shirt that you have on. Why does this shirt have so many different flags on it? And my response to them was that this young man, along with the United St. Martin's Party, stands for every single nationality, every single person in St. Martin, everyone that has decided to make here their home, whether you can vote or cannot vote, because when you go to the grocery stores, they don't ask you for your passport to get a discount in the grocery stores. It is the same price all along. And this party that we have here stands with every single one of you. No matter the country you're from, no matter your nationality, no matter your economic position in St. Martin, we stand by every single one of you, and we continue that fight today. I was flabbergasted the other day when I listened to one of the leaders of a political party said that every dream he has dreamed has become a reality in St. Martin. I sat for a moment and I said to myself, Romain, is this true? Is it true that every dream he has dreamt has become a reality? Yes, we're in ColeBay and there's a wonderful bridge that we pass every single day. But our hard-working people of St. Martin, you tell me, how can we utilize that bridge to be able to minimize our cost of living in our country? And so to that leader, I say, keep dreaming of big projects. Keep dreaming of big infrastructural things in St. Martin that is for your benefit and the benefit of your cronies. But I say today that we have a dream as a USP party. We have a dream today to make sure that every single person in St. Martin has that equal opportunity to be able to live the St. Martin dream. That is the ability to be able to turn a key into a house that is called your own. It is a dream of the United St. Martin's Party to make sure that every young man and woman that has gone to school can come back and find a job in the career that they have studied. It is a dream of the St. Martin United Party. The United St. Martin's Party. I want to make sure get it right. Sometimes the confusion is there, but that's okay. It is a dream of ours to make sure that our elderly are placed on the right track. It is a dream of ours to make sure that what our parents are going through, that we don't have to go through as young people. That is a dream, ladies and gentlemen, that I stand for. That is a dream, ladies and gentlemen, that I fight for. That is a dream, ladies and gentlemen, that every single day that I get up from sleeping and I make sure to make that a priority. 2 years ago, you heard politicians talk, because that's all they do is talk, about the pension and the elderly. 4 years prior to that, what was the conversation? The pension and the elderly. 4 years prior to that, what was the talk? 4 years before that, what was the talk? Now wait a minute. How long are we going to continue the same talk every single year in and year out and continue to fool our elderly that we are really serious working on their behalf, but we just give them talk with no actions? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say tonight that in 2012, with the help and assistance of my colleague at the time, the leader of the United St. Martin's Party, a motion came to Parliament addressed with a law to make it that in this country we have a mandatory pension plan for our people in St. Martin. This is what the United St. Martin's Party have produced. And what is this pension plan, you may ask? Every single day you listen to your mother and your father cry. You listen to your grandmother and your grandfather cry. People who have worked for many years, for sometimes 3, 4, whatever thousands of guilders, that when they reach that pension age, if they go home with 500 guilders or 600 guilders, they go home with a lot. I want you to stop for a moment, ladies and gentlemen, and sit down and think about your social structure within yourself and your family. Are you better off in St. Martin today than you were 40 and 50 years ago? If you are better off, ladies and gentlemen, today than you are back then that's okay. But I am sure that some of you here in ColeBay, some of you here in ColeBay, tonight when you go home, you have to find out what it is that you're going to do tomorrow to be able to put bread on the table for your people. And so the pension plan, ladies and gentlemen, that was brought is not something that is new. Because in Aruba on January 1st, 2012, Aruba passed a mandatory pension plan that no matter what company you worked for, that you, when you reach the age of 60 to 62, you have another income to be able to enjoy. We have so many people that come to St. Martin, so many visitors that visit here on our cruise lines, in our airports. So many of them are at that pension age. And when you see them walking, coming off that ship, and you see them walking, coming off that plane, they have a smile on their face because they have reached that age that they can finally enjoy life. How many of you tonight can say that you can really enjoy life in the condition, in the state that you're in today? We are not here, ladies and gentlemen, trying to tell you something or trying to promise you false hopes. The United St. Martin's Party, every single one of us here, as former legislators in the halls of Parliament, present legislators in the halls of Parliament, and those who are getting in as new legislators in the halls of Parliament, has produced. We have not only talked, ladies and gentlemen, but we have produced. What is so important in this pension plan? And I want to make it very clear, especially for my generation of young people. I do not want to see us as young people have to suffer the way that our grandparents are suffering. I do not want to see us as young people go through the things that our parents and our grandparents are going through. And that is why in 2012, that motion with that law was passed in Parliament to be able to make sure that when we get old, when we reach the age of our parents, that we have another income coming in, so that the thought and the vision and the mindset of the past will be the past. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, if we are serious about our future, the time has come for us to stop electing politicians into office. The time has come to look for leaders to lead us into the new St. Martin, the better St. Martin. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, it is pressed upon us today. A lot of the issues that we are facing here in St. Martin, we cannot resolve it in 4 years. But if we continue to chip away at the issues that our people are going through, we can resolve a lot of the issues that we are facing in St. Martin. When you look around in the different districts, I am happy to say, ladies and gentlemen, that finally, after years of fighting, after years of being called all type of names, we have a plan and a project that has been set up in this country. Now more than ever, if you go through the different communities in St. Martin, you are seeing more young men working in the streets, taking care of their neighborhoods more than ever before. You are seeing more young guys who now enjoy and understand the basic and the necessity of a hard work. I want to let everybody know that in the 4 years that I have been in Parliament, has not been an easy 4 years. I have took a stand against those who feel that this country belongs to them. And I took a stand against those who wanted to take away opportunities for our young men in St. Martin. I have to say, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Mr. Toncho Boncampo, I am someone who understands and realizes when people have tried to assist our young men. I remember in 2012 and 2011 or 2010, when I first came to office, my first speech in Soccer Garden was that we need to have more young men in the district taking care of their neighborhoods. Because when our young men who have been incarcerated wholesale, that come out of prison, who try to get jobs in the city and being denied because of their police report, being denied because where they live in this community, and when they sit at home in their neighborhoods and see work going on in their neighborhoods, they are not part of that job. They are not part of that rehabilitation system. And so I have to say tonight, with the help of Mr. Tuncha Bonkampa, one day when we sat down and I said, Tuncha, my promise that I made to the people of St. Martin that first night, I want to make it a reality. And so today we have so many young men who are business people today. We have so many more Boy Keys, so many more Clean St. Martin, so many more Leonards, so many more James, so many more Freeds because of the assistance of this. I don't want to say young man, he's a little older than me. But I have to give credit where credit is due. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are a party that wholesale has made sure that our young men have been given a second chance in this community. And this is something that I'm proud of. And Tuncha Bonkampa, I thank you very much. I thank you very much. There is so much that needs to be done. Our people are going through some of the hardest times in their life. This afternoon, myself and Clayton Felix, we went to Godet Catering. You may ask yourself, who is Godet Catering? Godet Catering is the firm, the company that provides meals on all of the airlines on St. Martin. I remember in 2013, 2012, when I stood before Parliament and I said on the floor of Parliament, we expect our young children to learn and to excel in the schools, but they cannot do that on an empty stomach. And those who have resources, those who have networks, those who have money that can be able to take care of the social needs of that simple thing of putting a hot meal and a healthy meal in the stomachs of our children, decided that that wasn't good enough. That a pencil case and crayon was good enough for our children to learn on an empty stomach every single day of their life. So I tell you today, people, open your eyes. See who is the one who cares about your social fiber. Projects are wonderful. Projects are nice. But this party, the United St. Martin's Party, has made sure that the social fiber of our people in St. Martin is the foremost important thing in order to have a better and a brighter St. Martin. While I sat in that business, I met one of the chief chefs and some of the workers. And I shook their hand and I hugged them. And I said, thank you very much for being able to wake up every morning and make sure that there are meals in the public schools of St. Martin. I said, you may not know the importance of that meal, but some child out there in some of these schools, thank you very much, that now they can be able to get a warm meal. They can be able to get a fruit. They can be able to get a warm milk. They can be able to get a raisin bun. They can be able to eat on a wheat bread. They can be able to have a multivitamin to be able to shape them to become the next leaders in this country. I ask every single one of you today, many of you have decided that you're not going to vote in this election. Many of you have been saddened and disappointed by what has been taking place. And many times that sadness and that disappointment is warranted. But I say the time has come to stop voting in individuals into office who do not stand and have your need at their foremost. The time has come for you to stop voting in friends, stop voting in family members, stop voting in cousins, stop voting in aunts and uncles, stop voting in the individual that can give you something, to give you $1 to sustain you for today. Make up your mind. If you do not want to do it for yourself, do it for your children and your grandchildren, because we never know when that time comes when the Lord takes us home. And whose hands are you going to leave your children in today? I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen. Not the dream of building bridges, not the dream of building projects. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, to see one day that my people can be liberated in this country. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, to see one day that our elderly can be able to live and enjoy their pension. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, to see our young men who've been incarcerated turn their life around by somebody giving them a second chance. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, to see our young kids who have studied away to have engineers and doctors' degree finally come back in St. Martin so we can be proud. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, to see the young boy from ColeBay, from K-Bay, from Miller Region, from Sucker Garden, from Dutch Quarter become somebody important in this society today who have not been directed and scrutinized in this country. I have a dream that one day our young people will stand up. Our young people will stand up together to understand the fight is not between us as young people. We are fighting against an establishment who wants you to continue to serve and they must rule. I have a dream, ladies and gentlemen, that one day I may not, as the king said before, I may not live to see that dream, because my life has been threatened over and over and over and over again. And I have made peace with my Savior, that any time he decides to call me home, I can say that I have fought a good fight. I have kept my faith. I have finished my course. And so I say to each and every one of you today, believe again. Have hope again. You single mother who is home, believe again. You grandmother, believe again. You young man, believe again. You young St. Martiner, believe again. Believe in the United St. Martin's Party for this next future. Enough is enough. Get tired of being tired. Get sick of being sick. Be frustrated of being frustrated. And the fight to liberate our people must continue. My name, ladies and gentlemen, is candidate number 7 on the United St. Martin's Party, Romain Laville. I am here. I am here.
They
Thank
can't
you.
keep
Thank
up
you.
with the man.
Thank you.